Welcome everybody to the Top Back Podcast, the show where we share our love for nerd culture for your entertainment. I'm one of your hosts, Matt.
And I'm Mike.
And today we have a very special video/podcast. We're going to review and spoil the newest Spider-Man movie, No Way Home, which just released the past weekend as we're reviewing this. And we're going to share our thoughts, opinions, what we loved, what we hated about it. And it is our 50th episode.
Yes.
So this is a very special episode for us. It's a milestone. So for all of you guys listening to the podcast that have been with us from the very beginning, we thank you. We appreciate you. We hope you guys continue to follow us, and I hope we get some new listeners along the way too. So yeah.
Do you want to do your shout out first?
Oh yeah. So before we get started, we want to do a special shout out to Tony Marquez. So Tony Marquez is a film director. He recently came out with a short film. It's a
coming out with a short film.
Sorry, a Filipino-American story. It follows a young boy finding his way in the States. It's a coming-of-age story about identity and being comfortable in your own skin. Once again, it's directed by Tony Marquez, who is originally from Washington, D.C., currently lives in Los Angeles, and it's a very special and close project to his, and once he releases it, you know, he wants it to be obviously viewed and seen, especially by Filipino Americans like us. I'm sure it's something we can relate. So it's called Film.
Yes, yeah. Be on the lookout. And now on to our main course. Spider-Man No Way Home, just like Matt said, came out on the weekend. It's highly anticipated, our most highly anticipated movie since we started the podcast, basically.
Yeah. It's the biggest one for sure.
Biggest one.
It's breaking a whole bunch of records.
Yeah, and despite a lot of spoilers, we finally got to see it. I saw it on Thursday. You saw it on Friday. Mm-hmm. What was your initial thoughts, Matt?
I saw it on Saturday, actually.
Oh, you saw it on Saturday,
yeah,
my bad.
So I had to wait
Friday.
2 days to I have to be really, really careful on Instagram and Twitter and fucking internet.
We had to be undercover.
Yeah, it was hard, dude. It was hard.
Yeah.
Like, I really didn't want anything to be spoiled, but
yeah.
There's a couple things that did get spoiled for me, but yeah, we'll talk about it. So,
how would you describe the movie?
First off, I want to say this is my first film that I've ever watched in IMAX.
What?
And now it's like, I don't think I can go back to
Swear to God.
Yeah, dude.
Like, I watched hella movies in IMAX. Yeah. I watched Godzilla in IMAX.
Yeah, because I heard the hype for IMAX. Like, they're saying like how much better it is, and I just wanted to wait for this film to see how much what the hype is about.
Yeah.
Dude.
There's no way this is going to be on Disney Plus.
I can't go back anymore. I think I have to watch an IMAX.
That's why back in the 2010s, not to be too much on a tangent with the whole 3D stuff. I don't care about 3D. I care about IMAX.
Bro,
that's an event.
The sound design and the picture quality is just amazing.
Yeah. Like, especially for this kind of movie.
Yeah, it was worth the price.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad. And I watched with my fiance and my brother, so packed house.
Yeah.
Like, how about you?
Packed too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody was like, "Fuck it, COVID." We don't care no more.
Honestly, I was a little nervous, to be honest.
I was nervous too. Yeah. I had my seats all the way in the back.
Oh, you did? I had the top 4 rows. So. Yeah. And surprisingly, not a lot of people were getting up.
Yeah.
You
had to hold your pee for this. This is an end game moment for Spider-Man fans.
It was. So this movie is it serves multiple purposes. Mm-hmm. It's a multiverse movie, but also, it's a celebration of Spider-Man, the property with Sony. It's like covering 20 years worth of films. Mm-hmm. It's the end of a trilogy for Tom Holland's character.
And it wraps up other characters.
It wraps up a lot of characters. It's a redemption for a lot of characters that had a lot of flack over the years. And it's a send off to a new phase for Spider-Man itself.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of things, and that's why this film is being regarded as like one of the best live action Spider-Man film. So because it does so many things right. But first of all, let's talk about the characters.
Yeah.
What'd you think about the main 3?
Main 3, I love them. It's just that high school thing of, it's like the Boy Meets World of Corey, Sean, and Topanga.
Yeah, it's the senior year.
Senior year, and I love, I know a lot of people say with the first act being really choppy, but
people are saying that
because it was really fast and they were moving all over the place.
It was fast,
but I love the chemistry between Tom Holland, Zendaya, and then Jacob Batalon, who to me finally got more
screen time.
Yeah, as I mean, there's some things that were like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why can Ned do this now?
Right.
But in terms of like Mary Jane's character was more developed, fleshed out. Michelle Jones, my bad. And then like Jacob, I said like he did really well.
Mm-hmm.
But Tom Holland really stood out to me because he did everything. He did funny to like super serious to revengeful to crying his ass off.
Yeah.
Like Tom Holland, like
he brought his A game to this film.
Yeah.
This is everything Tom Holland can do as an actor and as a leading man. Because the past films, he was kind of just like coming off of the Avengers high.
Yeah.
This is actually the first film where it's really Spider-Man oriented. There's not a lot of MCU stuff. Well, there's a couple things, but for the most part, it's Tom Holland's story. Yeah. And he's finally getting his shine now as a Spider-Man.
It's not overlooked with Tony Stark.
Finally. But even though there's still a couple.
They're still there, but just because it's the MCU.
Yeah.
But that's why I don't really like Far From Home too much, because it was like, fuck, we got Nick Fury again. I'm like, can it just be Tom and his crew? Mm-hmm. But this time it was like, when you get to the end of this trilogy, it's really, the training wheels are off.
Right.
You got no safety net no more. But yeah.
No safety web.
Safety web. Funny. But I enjoyed like the fast pace of it. I know some people just complain about it.
That's interesting that people find it.
There's a lot of nitpick. There's people that'll nitpick the shit out of it with every movie.
I didn't see the choppiness. I noticed the slowdown during especially when the villains started to come in. The movie kind of lost its tempo a little bit because it was like focusing on.
That's why the pacing was.
Yeah, the pacing was a little weird. But what you said about the very beginning, it was very fast. It was like because Peter is just getting. It was very chaotic, and I'm sure that was intentional by the director because like he's trying to live a normal life, but his identity got revealed, and now he has to worry about his friends and like the whole thing about them getting to MIT. They really got the what's her name, the board of director or something like that.
The vice.
She really is the
decision.
In the real life.
Yeah.
She's really from MIT.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's why I was like, it was very important.
People were like, "Oh, that's Mary J. MJ's mom," like just because she's black.
Right. No, she's really from MIT.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like the scenario of like, this is senior year. Everyone's big on the villains returning. Yeah. But like, you forget that there's kids still.
Yeah, they're still kids
trying to graduate, and that's stressful.
Dr. Strange said that in the movie. Like, you're still a kid.
Yeah.
Like you're not Tony Stark. You're not full adult yet. You're still trying to figure yourself out.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really cool. Tom Holland, dude. When I was looking at him, I was like, man, he grew up.
Yeah.
Like, he's more chiseled now. Like, motherfucker's ripped as hell.
You see his hair, too?
Yeah. Like, because I looked a little bit at Homecoming. He did look a lot younger, but now he's like a full man.
Yeah. And Zendaya's like, that's daddy. That's Spider's daddy.
Yeah. And shout out to
my favorite part.
What happened?
MJ, you going to have his spider babies?
It was the same guy that said, do a flip. Did you hear that in the background?
Is it?
Yeah, he said, do a flip.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
We're talking about the black guy that had thing, right?
With the dreads. Yeah.
Everyone was laughing at that part.
That's funny.
Yeah. Dude, there's just a lot of shit in this film. Easter eggs especially.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole part of Peter Parker trying to, get on with his life, but the whole moral of the story is that Spider-Man always has a knack for bringing trouble around him. Like, whatever happens to him, it affects the people around him, his family, his friends. And you see it in this film. The fact that his friends are having a hard time getting to college because of just being associated with Peter Parker. And
it's like Harry, Ron, and Hermione.
Yeah, exactly.
Just being with the chosen one.
Yeah. It comes.
But I am the chosen one.
Yeah. And he has this dilemma. He wants to have a normal life back. He just wants to continue his life, but he can't. Yeah. Because he's living a double life. Yeah. And
you gotta choose.
You gotta choose. He has to make sacrifices, which he does eventually. So,
in the beginning too. I mean, spoiler alert. Like, with everything that was leaked, like Daredevil was coming.
Yeah.
And then, like they're all in that table and they're just having those conversations. This is what makes MCU cool, because like not even the action scenes, but just talking amongst each other. And then like we talked earlier that I never really watched Daredevil, but when seeing Charlie Cox like catch that brick,
with the brick,
and then Tom looking at him like, what the fuck?
How'd you do that?
Yeah,
like, I'm a really good lawyer. Yeah, and I just told you I just started watching Daredevil. I'm wrapping up the first season right now, and it's as amazing as people have said it is. Like, it's really different from any MCU, I guess, because of Netflix, because they can do anything they want. So it's a little jarring, but you know, ever since Hawkeye and this film, now I went back and I could see what the hype is about. Charlie Cox is a really good Matt Murdock. Did people flip out when they?
Yeah, they did, and that's the beauty of being back in the theaters.
Yeah,
people were like, "Oh shit!" And I had to explain to my girlfriend, like, "That's Daredevil."
Yeah, that "oh shit" moment happened at least 10 times.
Yeah, same here, and people were clapping.
Yeah,
and people were crying. That's I like overall. I love this film just because like it took you on a roller coaster of emotions, and like that Charlie Cox moment was just a snippet of what else is to come.
I was a little disappointed because I thought he was going to be more involved.
Yeah,
like when he popped up, I thought at least they're going to have like a court scene with him trying to defend them. They should have at least done like 5 minutes of that or something.
Nah, I think it would have been too. This is already 2 hour 40 minutes.
I know, but he was there for literally 2 minutes. He didn't do anything.
That's all you need, though. Just to say that he's in the universe. But
if you're gonna have him, at least have him do something to help. You know,
that's true.
Like 3 minutes. He doesn't have to be there.
There might not be a lot of people like me who haven't watched that Daredevil show yet.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I guess.
Yeah.
But they're making the whole point of Peter Parker being this villain. He didn't have any scene to defend himself at any point. So
that's why they said it was very choppy.
Yeah,
because it was moving really quick.
Too quick.
Too quick.
Okay.
So, I can see the argument there.
Yeah, but I'm excited that he's in the universe now, officially. So.
And then Happy, I thought there was gonna be like sexual tension. I was like, "You like this guy?" He was like, "Happy, dude." I feel so bad with Happy in this whole film. You gotta change his name to Unhappy. Like Aunt May broke up with him.
Yeah, shout out to Marissa Tomei.
Oh, she baddie.
She's bad as fuck. For 57, dude. I can't imagine. There's no one prettier.
She killed it in this role. I think. Yeah. Best Aunt May.
Best Aunt May.
And then like when Peter makes that decision of, like, I gotta fix this shit, talks to Doctor Strange, and we see Doctor Strange, and I love it that Wong is the Sorcerer Supreme now.
Yeah, that was a surprise. I was like, what the fuck happened?
It makes sense though.
Yeah, because Doctor Strange was gone for 5 years.
Like, you need an interim CEO.
And he never switched back. That's funny too. Yeah.
So I can't wait for their dynamic later on, even more. Cool. And then like he comes up with this whole thing of like, all right, we got to fix this mess. And then Tom, being like the charismatic teenager he is, constantly making that mistake of, but let me fix this. Let me fix this. Let me fix that.
Like 4 times.
Yeah, 5 times.
About 5 times.
Yeah, 5 times. Even Tom said 5 times.
Yeah.
And like the whole, I mean, that was in the trailer, but seeing it again and knowing what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Seeing that sequence between Spider-Man and Doctor Strange in IMAX. Fucking amazing.
Oh, the whole trippy multiverse stuff.
Yeah, that Doctor Strange mirrorverse. Yeah, that whole sequence was amazing to watch in IMAX, dude. Because the sound direction was incredible. Yeah, like I was amazed. Like, no wonder people fucking hype up IMAX.
Oh yeah, and then when you get to other villains, when we mention it, like you can hear their voice different.
Yeah.
And then after Peter, I'm gonna speed through a little bit just because we're gonna go to the meat of the movie. First act, we meet Doc Ock, and then the whole reveal of Alfred Molina being back. We've seen it in the trailer, but seeing him and Peter fight with that surround sound, I loved it. It was cool. It was like call back to so much lines that he was saying, and then Peter fucking with him. He's like when Peter had control of Doc Ock, I was dying. He was like, it was cool.
It was that childish moment. It was like, I got you. That was cool. Damn. I really thought the arms were about to pierce him, but then that whole Tony Stark shit, the nanotech,
the safety web,
the safety web. So
You're
it was cool.
Parker.
It was cool. Yeah, seeing him back after fucking almost 20 years, it's kind of a trip. He looks almost the same.
That's because they de-aged him.
Oh, they de-aged him? Yeah, because I could have sworn he had the turtle.
Yeah, he said it in the interview with William Dafoe and Jamie Foxx. He was hesitant to come back. Yeah, because of his triple chin. Yeah. And his weight.
But it's like he never left, honestly. Yeah. Besides the age, like he sounds and acts exactly the same. Yeah. So it was nice to see that.
Dude, the villains came back and committed.
Yeah. So 5 villains came back through the multiverse. All of them from the original or the first 5 Spider-Man live action films Sony did. Mm-hmm. So out of the 5, which one do you think did the best?
There's actually 6. You know how Sinister 6? I kept thinking, who's the 6?
Who is the 6?
It's Mysterio. Just because the last movie bled into this one. Because if you look at that iconic look, I was like, where's the 5th person going to be? Yeah. But it's Mysterio just
the
after
6th person, you mean?
Sinister Six member.
Yeah,
He's the one that started this whole mess.
Sure. Yeah.
Which is technicality,
that's
but
a
people.
cop-out.
Yeah, I know, but the whole time I was like, why is it only just 5?
Yeah. When they came back, I was wondering, like, okay, they have 5 villains here, but they're also Tom Holland's villains. I thought they were going to pop up, like Vulture and Scorpions when they introduced them. I thought one of them was going to pop up.
Save it. Me too. To make the 6th member. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
The 6th Power Ranger.
Yeah, but it wouldn't make sense with these villains because all of them are supernatural. They have supernatural abilities.
Yeah. The best villain that came back is obviously William Dafoe.
Obviously, he's the Green Goblin forever.
Yeah.
But there's a couple things with Willem that I was kind of bothering me when I was watching it.
Why?
Was he supposed to be this strong?
Yeah.
Like,
especially in the second act.
Yeah, like I don't remember him. I know in the first film like that he took like injections and some, he has like
serum.
Yeah, but not this strong. Like he can fucking pummel through buildings and shit.
Yeah, it's something about this universe. Everyone's supercharged. Jamie Foxx even said it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's a good cop out too. Yeah, something in this universe. There's some energy to it.
Yeah, so it's a celestial on the ground. That's why.
Sure. Okay, that works. But Jamie Foxx. They did Electro right.
Yeah.
This is
he had the best redemption.
He had the best redemption.
He had the haircut.
Actually, no, second best.
Okay, true. But in villains,
yes, he
had the biggest, most improvement award.
Yeah, look wise, character wise, he acted more like himself.
Yeah,
like,
it was Jamie, bro.
It was Jamie. Yeah, he had a couple good one-liners in there too.
He said, "What are y'all looking at? Me butt ass naked."
You're gonna.
He said, "Ass."
You guys gonna look at me like I'm not butt ass naked?
Like, damn. He's getting ready for his Mike Tyson role. That's why
he is. Shout out to Jamie Foxx. So he killed it. Let's see. We had Sandman come back.
Flint Marko come back.
Yeah, that was cool to see.
Me too. I was weary on him coming back because he's not the coolest villain.
Sandman's all the elemental type villains are never cool to me. The ones that could like turn into big, like
huge
fire
ones. Yeah,
whatever.
He was like, "Hey Peter, remember me?"
Yeah.
He was like, we can talk about that later. Help me out."
Yeah, I didn't expect him to be like a kind of a good guy in the beginning.
Yeah, because the Spider-Man 3 ended with him and the other Peter
before he died, right?
Before he died.
Okay.
No, he didn't die in Spider-Man 3. He never died. He just flew away. He flew away. When him and Tobey, he just left. They ended on good terms. He told Tobey that he accidentally killed his grandpa or his uncle Ben.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
but I watched 3 once in my life. So
no, it's not worth the watch. But the whole there's like heel turns. It's like wrestling, who everyone's a villain, and then they're gonna turn eventually.
Yeah.
And then Jamie, I felt like had that. He's gonna turn.
Yeah.
The fastest of everyone.
I thought that was really clever on the writing. Having all the villains that knew Peter Parker's identity.
Yep.
And all of them had they weren't villains like in the traditional sense. They all had disformities that couldn't make them human again. So the whole point of the movie was to cure them, bring them back to normal. So
Aunt May's like, mental health matters.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's true. Because Lizard, he turned into a lizard, so he can't be human.
Yeah.
Electro, it was weird that he's back to his normal self. So you would think he would want to keep the powers because he looks normal now.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that he's powerful.
What do you think about when Peter got that suit? We're in the second act now, and what do you think about Peter's black suit, reversible?
Is that what happened?
That's
why it was black? Okay, I thought he spray painted it.
Because he got paint on him.
Yeah.
This is what was leaked.
Mm-hmm.
People that do their detective work, the paint made his suit green.
Right.
And so he reversed it. And he kept asking Aunt May's help to help him clean the suit.
Right.
And so when he got reunited with Aunt May at Feast, she cleaned it for him. And so by the time they went back to Happy's place, his suit was nice again.
Okay.
And I thought that was bro, you're really going to invite all of these 5 fucking villains to Happy's place with no permission.
Yeah. I thought that whole thing about the 5 villains kind of hanging out together, I thought that was a little gimmicky.
Yeah.
Because I can't see that for some reason. Because all of them cooperating at the same time was not believable.
Yep.
But they had to do it for the sake of the story.
They were like, okay, let's follow this hot on.
Yeah, let me just fucking put Lizard here, even though he could easily break out of
in
that
a truck. Yeah.
So, okay, whatever.
I'll listen with you. And then William Dafoe's like, I'm something of a scientist myself.
Yeah, it's a callback. Yeah, there's a lot of callbacks that I kind of missed the first time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, I forgot to, going back to what you said earlier with Doctor Strange, that whole multiverse shit.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. Like the way like they were fighting the mirror dimension.
Right.
Oh, it's not multiverse, but mirror dimension. Peter and Doctor Strange
the
fighting.
fight scene itself.
That was sick,
yeah,
dude.
Yeah, it was good.
That was like, that's where IMAX is needed.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said like that. I get why people like IMAX now and they can't really go back to regular theaters because I can't really imagine. I don't want to imagine watching this this in a regular ass theater.
Yeah,
it had to be experienced this way. So
it was sick, dude.
Yeah, but you know what? I was there was a missed opportunity with the villains. I was expecting James Franco and the other Green Goblin to come back because I wanted it to be like 3 Green Goblins versus 3 Spider-Mans. That would be cool.
I know, but William Dafoe is the
Green Goblin.
The Green Goblin, yeah.
But I thought that would have been cool.
James Franco is under hot water. That's why.
Oh yeah,
with sexual allegations.
Yeah.
So I
and
mean,
the other Green Goblin is just fucking useless.
Yeah. With the serum, like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
You got green shit coming out of you.
But they made a logical sense. I think it was supposed to be whoever knew Peter Parker was supposed to come through.
Yeah.
But
and James Franco died too. I mean, everybody else died.
That's true.
Yeah. So this movie is like, if you're thinking about it too hard, like just like Endgame all over again with like loopholes of going back in time, going back to a different universe.
Yeah.
That's where I can see people nitpicking the shit out of this movie.
Yeah, for sure.
And the thing is too, with like the whole Doctor Strange being trapped in the mirror dimension without having his sling. That's a cop out too. The ring thing. Like, like people are saying, like, you're telling me the Sorcerer Supreme can't get out of there without like his thing. And I was like, I don't want to think about it too much of that.
But he's not the Sorcerer Supreme anymore.
Yeah, I know. But it's just, this guy fought Thanos and he can't even beat a teenage kid.
I know.
So,
but I like that one scene where, back to that Doctor Strange versus Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It was like, you know what's cooler than magic?
Yeah.
Math.
Yeah, because it does show. It finally shows Peter is actually fucking smart.
Ingenuity and intelligence.
Yeah. He is worthy of applying to MIT.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, we went to fucking community college.
Yeah, this is just geometry. And that was cool. Yeah. Like that's Spider-Man's superpower. His
youth.
Extreme intelligence. So they display that very well. Okay. So we went through the villains. Was there one where I forgot?
Lizard. Yeah. He was just there.
Yeah, Lizard. Yeah,
the CGI was like.
Yeah. But back to Willem Dafoe. He killed it. Yeah. Like he is the Green Goblin. Yeah. You can't beat that.
Right.
At his age to act like this, it's crazy.
He only wanted to come back if he was gonna get a prominent role.
Yeah.
And he fucking killed it, dude.
Yeah. And I like the way they retconned the costume a little bit. Yeah. They got rid of the fucking mask.
Power Ranger.
The Power Ranger mask, and they gave him the iconic like
hoodie.
Yep. Like purple hoodie. I was like, oh shit.
Yep.
Smart, man.
And like the mask doesn't define you. It's what you do under the mask. Like he really did a heel turn, as expected. But it was kind of weird in that Happy's place. And then Peter got his tingle. He left the room. Yeah. And he was like tingling.
Yeah. Like,
and then he looked at William Dafoe. I was like, what the fuck? That was weird.
I was kind of, I was tripped out. Like, what's happening here? Like, he's sensing something, but I don't know what the fuck he's sensing. Yeah. So.
Oh, and then the astral projection showed Peter's tingle. Remember when he punched Peter? I know I'm going back and forth, but did you see the little detail when Doctor Strange punched Peter when they were fighting each other, and Peter's astral projection was coming out? He was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah,
and then he was like,
"Yeah, the spider sense."
Yeah, the spider sense was coming out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's small detail, just like the comics.
I probably went by too fast for me.
I saw it. Yeah, it's IMAX.
Yeah, I didn't see it. That's cool.
Yeah, just little details. That was cool.
This movie is just fan service Spider-Man, all the way fucking through, dude.
Yeah,
and
sure.
I appreciate it. Like, Spider-Man is always the top 3 Marvel character for me, so I like that he's finally getting his just due in this film. So
for everybody.
Yeah. One more thing about Willem Dafoe, off the record or off tangent. I didn't know it was Willem Dafoe. I thought it was William. I've been saying that for 20 years.
Willem? Oh, without the I?
It's Willem with EM.
EM?
Yeah,
oh,
Willem
Will
Dafoe.
EM.
I didn't notice until I saw the credit. I was like, oh, it's Willem Dafoe.
Oh, we've been fucking up this entire time.
I've been saying William Dafoe like for 20 years.
Fucking awesome.
But anyway.
Osborn.
That's weird. Yeah, perfect. The perfect Osborn.
The homeless man.
Yeah.
And then...
the villain interactions were cool too.
Yeah.
You know, I like seeing, because we never saw that in the past films, like Doc Ock and Norman. Their interactions were like, that's kind of a trip.
Osborn?
Yeah.
Octavius. It was like a pointing meme.
Yeah.
But it was cool that they knew of each other.
Yeah.
Even Connors or like Max, Electro knew Connors.
Yeah.
Because they worked in the same building.
Right.
So that was cool. And then Sandman's like, I was in jail for a while.
That's true. Yeah, that's true, huh? They're all scientists in some way.
Yeah.
What was Max's? Was he just working at the building, or was he like a scientist himself?
I think he was just maintenance, probably, with like electrical or some shit.
Yeah.
I forget. That movie's forgettable.
Yeah.
Especially with the gap tooth, the chip tooth.
Speaking of which, fucking Jamie said that one line. It's like, man, we gotta really stop falling into some shit. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, so there was that Marvel banter.
Yeah.
The back and forth. I fell in the sand. I fell into eels.
He's gotta stop falling.
And so that big fight with like Green Goblin, I get it. Green Goblin looked really OP. He was beating the shit out of Tom Holland.
He did. And too much, like a wrestler. Like you're even older now. Oh no, sorry. In this film, he's supposed to be the same age he was with the original movie. So he's like 40 or something. But to be that strong, I didn't expect that. So
like, damn, you can push him through levels of floor.
Yeah. But yeah, they got the Green Goblin versus the first fight, and then we get to the Aunt May scene.
Yeah.
Again, shout out to Marissa Tomei. I fucking love her. She did a good job of being the best Aunt May, in my opinion.
His moral compass.
Yeah. When Green Goblin's glider was coming, I thought they were gonna be bold and do the same, like the knives shit.
Yeah. He grazed her.
Yeah. Whack the fuck out of her.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn, dude.
But it was so weird. Like, damn, she got some level of energy. Is she a superhero too?
Yeah.
And then she collapsed.
Yeah, she just kind of got knocked down.
Yeah.
So I thought they were gonna be bold and like fucking spear through, but they didn't do that. But she died, and she did a pretty good job of dying too. Like, you knew she was probably gonna pass away because she was
somebody had to die.
Yeah, she was acting weird. It's like she was shaking, but she wasn't.
Yeah,
and she was trying to act fine, and then she finally collapsed.
Yeah.
And then she finally passes away. But before she does that, she gives the Uncle Ben speech, which was a good tie back into the whole lore of Spider-Man, because it hasn't been said in this universe. And the fact that it was told by Aunt May instead of Uncle Ben.
It was a good
clever.
reversal.
Yeah, that's clever. So it made me think, though, is Uncle Ben still supposed to be in this universe?
I think he still is.
Okay, because
I feel like they mentioned Uncle Ben, but they don't want to kill off another Uncle Ben.
Yeah, but I was thinking, like, I don't remember them saying she had a spouse. Like, she could have been just like a flinging aunt, like that dates around.
Like Happy.
Yeah, like Happy. Like, she just dates.
I think
it's cool to have that.
Because
we have
the other Spider-Man later mentions Uncle Ben, and then Peter's gonna be like, "Who the fuck is Uncle Ben?" So after Aunt May dies, and then seeing Tom Holland, got to give him his due for like crying in the rain and just looking at it. I was like, "Ooh, I feel this. I want to cry." My girlfriend was crying.
Yeah,
I was just like, "Man, I want to feel it." That's pretty sad.
There's 2 moments where I actually cried. Like, I teared up. But good.
Well, yeah, Tom was doing his thing over there, and I felt like that's when Zendaya fell in love with him. He was like, "Oh, he can act. This boy can act.
He has emotions."
Yeah, and then so we cut to the big reveal that everybody's been leaking and talking about. We go to Lola's house.
Yeah.
Damn, we got a Pinay up in this
Finally we got some Filipino representation. And my theater was fucking dying, bro.
Daly City.
So fucking loud during that scene. It kind of pissed me off because like all the Filipinos reacted and they're talking throughout because they're like translating for their boyfriend or whatever. Sometimes I was like, shut up. Shut up.
Who's translating for their boyfriend? The girlfriend translating for
yeah.
Because the boyfriend doesn't understand.
White. Yeah. Because there's no subtitles when she was talking. She was it wasn't her. It was like mess. 3 other couples doing that same
fuck
shit.
you couples.
I was like, fuck Filipinos. One time. Just shut up. I'm happy it's there, but shut up. But Lola was like, Ned. Ned and MJ were just fucking around. And then Ned was trying to find Peter doing the sorcery thing, which I didn't get. He hinted that his family has some magic in there, so that was kind of like, okay, sure.
That's it.
Whatever. Okay. So he opens the portal to find Peter.
I wish we could find Peter. And then fans really know immediately just because the tall, slender look, that was fucking Andrew. I thought it was going to be the other way around.
Yeah.
But so we saw Andrew, who was already in the universe. Yeah. He was just chilling, like trying to figure his way around.
Yeah.
Hey, Peter. Hey, Peter. And then when he pops in, and he was like, whoa. Yeah. And then he takes off the mask. The whole place fucking erupted, bruh. That like shit crazy. Was like, I got goosebumps. And honestly, the Amazing Spider-Man,
spider tingles.
Yeah, the Amazing Spider-Man series, I didn't like it at the time, just because like Tobey was my guy. But I know Andrew's the most comic accurate, quippy, like the way he moves.
Yeah,
it's very Spider-Man, like how I would imagine in the game or in the fucking comics.
So this is what pissed me off about this movie. It proved to me that Andrew could have been a great Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's really just the writing and directing that fucked him up, because how he acted here was what I wanted in his films. Like I remember it might have been, there's a couple things. I think Andrew coming out, it kind of simmered him down, because you remember in the old movies it was kind of like overcompensating for masculinity. He had this stupid New Yorker accent. I wasn't here. It was just Andrew kind of like using his American accent, but he was relaxed. He was just being funny, like naturally funny. And
he was being the boyhood fan of Spider-Man. The energy.
Right, that energy was there, and he was just being Peter Parker. And I was like, dude, you fucked him up. He could have been great. Sony fucked him up.
He could have been in the MCU. Like Kevin Feige was trying to do that, but Sony recasted him or whatever.
Like transition.
Whatever, like whatever deals that was going on around that time. It was just politics of mishandling Andrew.
It's a blessing in disguise, because we got Tom Holland out of it too. But knowing the fact that Andrew could have done this 2 movies ago, it's a little annoying, because you guys really fucked up the boy.
And I'll say this, out of all the 3 actors, Andrew Garfield is the most like
charismatic
and talented out of all of them. Like I think I just didn't like the emo side of him, like in the movies, but that was just the tone of the movies
and the mumbling, because he was coherent here. I remember in the other movie he was like mumbling a lot to Gwen Stacy.
And then he like when he was on the ceiling and she was saying get the cobweb, and he's like all right. And then the Lola's reaction is like how the audience reaction is like, who the fuck is this? But then when they bring in Tobey, bro, I was ready to stand up and like cry and cheer, because Tobey's my guy.
I know that's your guy.
That's my guy. I know. But like Tobey was like what made me want comic book movies. He made you want, like, he kind of like set the bar for what it means to be a superhero.
Right. Tobey's Spider-Man in the day, he was Peter Parker for a long time. So I give him the respect that, you carried this whole thing by yourself. You're the leading man. But I've always said this, I never liked him as Peter Parker, because he's just too I don't know, whiny. I don't know,
loser
a little bit. Like, Andrew's like this tall, like good looking guy. That was his problem. But Tobey's acting always pissed me off. Like I never liked him as,
it's the campy side of that movie.
It could have been just because of the director, like Sam Raimi's,
that's his style.
That's his style. But I just never saw him as Tobey. And when he was here, I was really glad to see him. But it reminded me of why I didn't like him as Peter Parker, because
he looked old. Bro, people were like, my girlfriend, shout out to her, she said that she reminded him of Steve from Blue's Clues when he came back. That clip that came
look,
out, that look of being old, but like, oh, that's your childhood, that's your nostalgia. That's what I felt.
I wonder if they aged him a little bit, because
he looked older than I thought he would be.
That's what I was wondering in this universe. Like, I wonder what time period you picked him out from.
Like, it's after the 3rd one, so it has to be him.
It has to be way after.
And then
Andrew almost looked exactly the same.
With a little hair,
a little chunkier. He's not as chiseled.
What I'll say about Tobey, why I liked it, because we grew up on the animated series. And so that's adult Peter Parker working for the Bugle.
Right.
So in my mind, working for the Bugle, already done with high school, that whole shtick of New York life. That's why I loved it, because it was like that.
Right.
And then, I mean, like, those villains were the best villains, because it was just a grounded Spider-Man movies without having the whole MCU, Avengers stuff. So I'll always live in that childhood shit.
He had one good line, Tobey. Tobey, one good line during the whole mayhem at the end. He was like, Avengers? What's that? I was dying.
It was very like, Steve from Blue's Clues moment.
It was almost Steve Carell-ish too.
Like, his eyes too.
Yeah, it was like, what is that? And then Andrew was like, are you part of a band?
Dude, their chemistry was amazing.
It was good. It was really good.
Oh, and I liked it when Tobey and Andrew like fought each other for a moment. Because the crowd was like, oh! It's like the fandom. Remember they were spinning in the air? Like they were shooting webs at each other.
Yeah.
It was like that fandom like little moment of like, fuck your Spider-Man, this is my Spider-Man.
Right. It's cool to see like the different like generations of Spider-Man, because they all have their different things. The funniest one was when he revealed that his spider webs come from him.
Yeah.
And then we all had the same reaction, like, how does it come out of your body?
Yeah.
And then Tom, he asked that one question that
we're all thinking.
Yeah, all thinking, does it come out of anywhere else? Like, and we know what the fuck he means.
Yeah.
It was cool.
I really wish these fucking people that are spoiling everything, leaking everything, you didn't do that, because this would have
been the greatest
would have
reveal.
the greatest shit ever.
Yeah.
This would have made this go over Endgame.
Yeah, it's not just the fans too; it's the news, the media too. That they keep asking Andrew and Tobey, like, "Are you guys in it? Are you guys in it?" They fucked it up because we in the back of our minds we were seeing it coming. Yeah, but we wanted to be surprised. Yeah, and knowing the fact that they were there at some point. Because that was the one thing I told you that spoiled it for me. Yeah. There's one person that fucked it up. I knew they were going to be in there now.
Because of the Andrew Garfield picture?
Yeah. Not the picture. Just they said it in the comment, like when they showed up. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, they're in it. I have to expect, when are they going to come in? Yeah. So I was expecting it. But when they finally came in, I was still very happy.
Me too.
You know?
Yeah.
To see the reaction from the crowd, just like the love for these
characters,
it's crazy. It's like you're not going to get that in any other movie.
Yep.
Even Avengers, they had their moments too, but this is a different kind of moment. This is like nostalgia, like
a specific hero, like that everybody recognizes. Yeah, this is the Batman of our whatever.
Right, and like, I told you, like in my crowd, everyone, the majority was like our age, like late 30s. Early like late 20s, like that's our generation. So
these girls in front of me at the end of the movie were like, yeah, maybe we should have watched the other Spider-Man movies. I was like, bro, that's why I love my girlfriend, because she fucking watched it with me. Yeah, she like invested in the time to get to know the characters, and I could have sworn she cried too.
Yeah, and Sam, she also grew up with the Sam Raimi, and she watched both Amazing before I did. So you know, she has more ties to them than I do. You know, but shout out to Tobey and shout out to Andrew. You guys killed it. Yeah, I'm glad that the writers gave them their just due, especially Andrew, because Andrew had one moment in. Well, I guess I could talk about it later. Yeah. Well, let's just jump into the fight.
No. Well, leading up to like talking to Peter.
Yeah, when they're So when they're in the lab together.
Yeah. No, before that, like him, like they were saying that. We know what you're going through. Don't say that. You don't know what I'm fucking going through. Like Tom being really revengeful. Yeah. I'm just gonna call them by Tom and Tobey and whatever. Yeah. And then like they were giving their whole speech of like, I lost someone. I lost May. I lost Ben.
That's because that's the main thing about Spider-Man. He suffers loss in his life. That's what turns him into Spider-Man.
Yeah. So. And what I was gonna say is, in my mind, I thought they were just gonna show up for the big battle, but they actually showed up for a long time. Yeah, the third part of the movie.
Yeah, they're a part of the story, which is good.
They were actually, like Jeremy Jan said, like they were actual supporting characters, not just a throw-in cameo.
Said that?
Yeah, he said that. Like they weren't actual throw-in, like at the very last moment when Doctor Strange in the sky, whatever.
I see.
Like they were actually there, and the chemistry they had with as science bros. I thought that was a little bit too short, or like too convenient. Like you all had a science lab, and you all came up with the cures.
Yeah, I mean, when you have three great minds together, you know. Yeah. Andrew, I liked him because he put on the lab coat. It's like as a Spider-Man fan, we're used to seeing that because we rarely see that.
He's the smartest one out of them.
Yeah, Tobey. In his films, I rarely saw him in
science mode.
Like in science mode. So it was weird to kind of see him in that. And use this jargon and shit. Yeah. Like what scenes was he had?
You mean in the old movies?
Yeah, I can't even remember.
I don't remember either. Or he was talking with Dr. Connors about the symbiote.
Sure.
Yeah, but other stuff with like Tobey, he did look like a youth pastor.
Yeah.
That was funny as shit.
The whole audience was laughing at that joke.
Yeah, because like, you know, like Tobey knows it too. Yeah. He's not like the coolest looking one.
Yeah. So ordinary.
But I like when he talked to Ned. We're going by line with line. Yeah. He's like, I had a best friend once. He died in my arms. And Ned was like, that was like a call to Hobgoblin. Yeah. He was like, I thought Ned was going to be a Hobgoblin. That's the heel moment.
Like, I promise you, I'm not going to be a supervillain. Yeah. I'm not going to fuck you over. Oh, yeah, that's good.
And then the Ned, like, Peter. Huh? Peter Parker. When that was the pointing meme. That was the pointing meme.
Okay.
I thought it was going to be in the actual suits.
I was just funny just because, like, there's three Peter Parkers there.
But they were pointing at each other.
Oh, okay.
It was like the whole...
It was like the
Office.
The multiverse shit again?
Yeah, but the Office, like...
Yeah. It was like, Peter Parker. Yeah.
Yeah, we're all Peter.
Yeah, that's funny. Got a lot of good moments.
And then, okay, let's go to the big battle.
Okay.
You want to spearhead the battle?
Yeah. Okay, so... they all develop a cure for each of the villains, and the they have to think of a plan. And I like the whole fact that they brought up the point that Spider-Man normally doesn't fight with a team, except for the Tom Holland Spider-Man, because he's been in a bunch of Avenger fights at this point. But the other two, they never fought with a second person.
Yeah.
So
who's the coolest villain you fought?
Yeah.
Andrew, you feel bad for him. It was like meta. They were talking to the audience of like, I only fought a rhino.
Yeah, and Tobey was very keen on that word. You're amazing. You're amazing. Yeah. So I was like, okay, you guys are good.
He's the big brother.
Yeah, he's a big brother, and and to see Andrew too, because I know he had a lot of flack for being Spider-Man. Yeah. So it was kind of like
it affected him.
It was everyone talking. It's very meta, like you said. It's like, he's not as bad. Yeah. He could have been greater if he just had a better team.
They were talking him up.
Yeah, you're bigging him up.
Don't punch down, punch up. Yeah. Chappelle.
Yeah, man, Andrew was great, man. Yeah. I gained a lot of respect from him over the years because, like I said, those two Amazing Spider-Man movies were not good. Yeah. I hated them. Just the energy in those movies were bad.
It's the directing.
Yeah,
and he had it worse in terms of interviews because his movie was coming out. Yeah. And he had to like dodge all those questions.
I know. I wonder how strict those Marvel NDAs are, dude.
Kevin Feige with a sniper.
I think like at the most they'll probably just lose their check. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
And you remember when he made that call to all the villains to come to him? I was like,
who?
Tom Holland. He called JJ. He was like, hey, blah blah blah, stop talking shit. Yeah. All the villains come see me. Yeah. Doesn't show he got the boys. Yeah. And then I was like, oh, they're talking because they're waiting for them to come. So that was a good moment of just like. And then Tobey was stretching.
Yeah.
My back.
Back problem shit. Yeah. I do remember that in the second movie.
Because he does have back problems too.
Because I remember when he lost his powers, he felt
my back.
My back, yeah. So that was a good call.
In production too, he almost got replaced.
Who?
In Spider-Man 2, Tobey.
Oh, he did?
Because he hurt his back shooting Seabiscuit. So he almost got replaced by Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, I see.
In 2002. So that whole my back joke was a joke to his actual back.
So it's a double
It's a double, yeah.
Gotcha.
And then he's like, crack my back. Yeah, they were just broing out.
They're broing out with each other. It made me think like if there's a multiverse with us, I wonder how our counterparts would be like. It's like
a taller, more good looking.
One's worse looking. One's too old looking. It's fucking crazy.
One's teeth is fixed than mine.
Bruh. Yeah. Tobey. Yeah. He had good moments. I'll give him credit for that. He's not my favorite. He's a lot of people's favorite, but he did his thing here. So
he set the bar for everyone.
Yeah, he set the bar.
Andrew said that's his favorite growing up too. I mean, that's the only one. But it's just like you give back to the person. Yeah. Like everyone was inspired by the next person. Yeah. I see on a tangent. I see Tobey like Michael Jordan, the nostalgia, the one you only saw, three-peat. And then
Andrew's like Kobe.
Kobe with some controversies in there.
And then Tom Holland Steph.
No, Tom Holland. Okay, he's more Steph, but like LeBron, he had all the super teammates, super teams.
I'll say
and all the gadgets
because everyone likes him.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And he's young.
Yeah, but
babyface
assassin. Yeah. And then LeBron's Thanos.
That's a good analogy. I like that. Yeah, so they have this big final fight on the Statue of Liberty, which is, I guess, the new Statue of Liberty.
With the Captain America shield.
Yeah. I saw this one callback to Hawkeye. I guess Yelena in Hawkeye made a reference to that. Oh. She was like, did you watch Hawkeye?
Oh, the shield. Yeah, I saw that. She mentioned in the episode.
Yeah, she was like, I want to go to the new Statue of Liberty. There's a new Statue of Liberty.
They just added the shield.
So this is it. Yeah. So that was cool. So the final fight, it was cool seeing them swinging around together. Everyone cheered again. Big ass fucking cheer.
And they couldn't work together well.
Yeah, in the beginning. And then that joke came again. Avengers, what's that?
No, the other one is like, I'm Peter 1, you're Peter 2, you're Peter 3. And then Andrew's like,
I'm Peter 3.
And Andrew's like, I love you guys.
Andrew, man.
Dude.
Sandman, Tobey handled his villains. Andrew handled his villains, and then Tom was trying to, facilitate everything. Yeah. And then
isn't that a trip? The youngest one is
he's the new spearhead. So they all have their big moments. MJ and Ned came into the battle too. Yeah. And then we have this big moment where MJ fell off, and this was the part I actually cried. Yeah. Andrew's Peter saved him. Yeah. And then he had this one moment and I fucking cried.
Me too.
Yeah. I was like,
we saw it coming that he was gonna save her. This was the redemption moment. Yeah. But the way he saved her, he caught her first and then did the web. Yeah. He fucking learned his lesson not to do the web. And then the moment that got me, I didn't notice that. I teared up on the inside. That like she said, "Are you okay?" Yeah. It's like, Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to say it. You don't have to say it.
Yeah, because we know.
We know.
Yeah, that hurt.
That
So
hurt.
he wasn't able to save his, but he saved the other Peters.
That was the most defining
Yeah.
redemption moment.
I didn't
ever.
think I was gonna cry, but I cried, and then I looked at Sam on my left. She was bawling.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
that was
perfectly done.
good job, guys. And then they cure 4 of the 5, and then Green Goblin finally comes. I really remember when we did the trailer reaction. I thought that was going to be amazing. It was actually Willem Dafoe.
Oh, before that, so when Jamie Foxx also gets cured, he had that moment with Andrew. He's like, "Oh yeah, I just thought you were a kid. I thought you were a kid from Queens. You're just a kid.
Yeah,
I thought you just be a black Spider-Man." And it's like, maybe. And then shout out to Miles Morales someday come through.
Yeah.
That was a good line because the crowd got excited again.
Yeah. That was another thing, too. I was expecting Donald Glover to come in.
Prowler.
Yeah.
Prowler.
Yeah. Because, he mentioned Miles. That would have been cool, though.
Yeah. He really was mentioned already in a deleted scene in Homecoming.
I know. But I was expecting it in like a post-credit scene.
Nah, not yet. I would just save it for Spider-Man 5.
5?
5 or 4. 4 would be a good way to bring him in, just like the Spider-Man game of like Tom Holland is older now.
Yeah.
And then bring in like another teenage kid.
True. And then Green Goblin comes in. They have their final fight. Yeah. It's kind of like you ever play MGS4?
Yeah.
Okay, it was like a Snake versus Big Boss moment or Ocelot moment. They had this big clash. Again, I didn't think Green Goblin was this strong. I feel like Tom Holland should have been able to handle him better.
Yeah.
But I guess he's stronger than he looks. And then he beats the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
And then, Tobey comes in and intervenes at the very last second because he was about to kill him with his own glider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is where I'm going to nitpick because it's like, Tobey comes in, saves Tom Holland, and then gets stabbed from the back. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I've been stabbed before." I'm like, "Yeah, but you didn't die."
Yeah,
I mean, like, I don't want Tobey to die.
Yeah,
but like that could have been a moment.
It was I don't know if it was I'm reaching, but it was kind of like a reverse.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah.
Because like Goblin tried to kill him
in
before.
the same spot.
In the same spot.
Yeah.
But how come Goblin died and you didn't die? Just because you're an old war
Because he got impaled and it stayed there. At least Green Goblin kind of took it out.
I guess. Yeah. But now I'm nitpicking with my favorite Super Spider-Man. I'm like, I don't know how strong your abs are at that exact moment.
I know. I mean, you could do this Tony Stark thing and just web it together.
Yeah. I mean, but no one did it.
Yeah, I know. That would be funny, though.
Damn, Tom was really about to go ham.
Yeah.
He could go with the shield on the shield.
Another nitpicky moment, too, is being the shell of him, but he wasn't bleeding.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
He was like, I like it.
Willem Dafoe. He killed it.
He was like, more.
Yeah. That was good, though.
It was like a Joker moment of like, I like pain.
I forgot to mention. We forgot to mention. Doctor Strange came back.
Oh, yeah. See, that's okay. That's where another nitpick of like, you kick him out for 12 hours in that time and then bring him back easily.
Yeah.
I feel like he could have been doing something more multiversal in the background. Like, all right, you Scooby-Doo this crap. I got to clean up some other shit with Wanda really quick or check on something.
Right. He made a funny joke, though. Like, he was hanging in the Grand Canyon for like 12 hours.
No, you know how Loki feels.
It sucks, man.
And then it's like Ned was like, you opened up a portal? Yeah. Cool.
There's definitely something with Ned's character in the future. Because especially when he had the cape on.
Yeah. That was too much of a save.
Yeah, a little bit.
Ned's falling down gracefully.
Shout out to Jacob, but it didn't look right for some reason.
It doesn't.
It doesn't look right.
It should have just been another Spider-Man saving him.
Yeah, I know.
Or kill off Ned. I don't know.
Yeah. Nah, he can't die. So the multiverse opens up. Doctor Strange is trying to contain it, and then you see glimmers of
Rhino.
Yeah, so there are people saying that. I didn't see it. I saw like outlines of other things I was trying to pick out, but I couldn't see it.
That's when IMAX is too big. It's like, oh shit, there's too much to cover.
Where do I look?
There was like a Craven. Some people said Craven.
Oh, he was?
Who is Taylor Johnson?
Yeah, I heard people saw Rhino. I heard people they saw Scorpion. I didn't see any of that shit. So.
It was the second shot. I saw Rhino.
Yeah.
The first one was like, who the fuck is that? Is that Thor's villain?
Yeah.
Yeah, but...
Yeah. And again, I thought Miles Morales was going to pop in too.
Hey, guys.
He would know who Peter Parker is.
Yeah. Save him. Don't throw him in yet. Just save Miles. He's too great of a character.
I know. Do him right.
Yeah.
So this the big sacrifice that Peter Parker has to make. He decides to go through the original plan of, the original spell. Everyone has to forget Peter Parker in order to save the multiverse. And this part I cried because, like, dude, all that development you had with MJ, your best friend, you lost your Aunt May.
You're an orphan now.
You're an orphan now. I mean, he would have been.
Happy doesn't know you.
Yeah, it's like, so he goes through the whole spell. Doctor Strange does it. And then, you know.
That kiss. Okay, so it turned daytime really quickly. Did you notice that? It was nighttime battle and then turned daytime.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I was like, damn, that sunrise really fast. Because then, you know, that kiss. I was like, oh, that's pretty convenient.
Yeah.
There's beautiful lighting in the background.
At least it was a sunrise.
Yeah, though. And then I like that he gave Ned that final handshake. And
it
was sad, man. Like, it was really no way home for Tom, not just the villains. Or the villains went home, but Tom... It's okay. So this is the analogy I came up with. It's like a divorced parents. Marvel and Sony. Marvel is the mom that gave birth to Tom, but he's staying with his drunk dad at Sony, and so he has to go to Sony, and deal with their cinematic universe and be more grounded.
And this is what I wanted to talk about. So the whole movie kind of left me feeling I wasn't happy at the end. You know, I didn't feel good as I thought I was going to be at the end of the movie because, you know, it didn't end well for Peter. Like we went through this whole thing. Yeah, it's a whole ass reset for Spider-Man.
Yeah,
like,
it's a reboot.
It's a
soft reboot. Yeah,
right. Not even soft. I think it's like a full reboot because now he has no ties with the Avengers. Now he has no friends. Yeah, he lost his Aunt May.
He lives in a shitty apartment. Rent's due.
I was like, and he's still like, this is the.
He has to get his GED.
Yeah, you saw that. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, and to add more worse to it, like he only has a cup of MJ. Yeah, and then the Palpatine. Yeah, as his only memento.
I forgot to talk about that. That scene in the diner with MJ. I thought that was a really good scene.
That was a great scene
because it showed how great of a character Peter Parker is. Like he's never selfish. Like he could easily have tried to try to get back his friends in some way. Yeah. But instead he saw how the
Band-Aid.
Huh?
He saw the Band-Aid.
Yeah, the Band-Aid, but I think he realized that his friends are in a great place now. They're going to MIT. Yep. They're getting shit together. And like I said, the whole point of the movie was that or Willem Dafoe said it, everything Spider-Man touches, it fucks up everything else. Yep. So now he made the sacrifice of I gotta separate myself from them for a while. Yeah. Be on my own. Let them have their life happily, and then I have to just do whatever I have to do.
Who am I? I'm Spider-Man.
Yeah, that would have been cool if he
did the Tobey line.
Yeah, the Tobey line. That would have been kind of cool. Missed opportunity. Yeah. He ends up in a shitty ass apartment, which looked exactly like Tobey's apartment. Yeah. And then there's a little bit of Easter eggs in there too. The Emperor.
Yeah, Palpatine.
Because in the first movie, Ned did that on his shoulder.
Come over and make my Lego Star Wars Death Star. Yeah, so that was really sweet to me.
Yeah, it made me sad. I was like, fuck,
it's very bittersweet. Like I said, you're leaving your mom's house to stay with your drunk dad.
Yeah, because like I said, Tobey, when he did it, I didn't give a fuck, but I like Tom Holland. Yeah, I don't want to see this happen to this Peter Parker.
Because Tom Holland, in his interviews now, it's like his swan song of... He felt like this was the end of the trilogy.
The home trilogy.
Also the end of the MCU. He still has one more contract that he can come back for Avengers 5 movie. But now he has to go to Sony and deal with their crap.
Yeah. I also heard him say that he doesn't want to do this in his 30s. Yeah. So he's 25 now, right?
Yeah.
So Sony has 5 years to fuck with him.
Yeah.
Until he decides he wants to retire and give it to Miles, which I did hear him say he wants Miles to show up.
Or Spider-Gwen.
Yeah, or any other iteration. Yeah. So
that's what make this moment
it's
bittersweet.
Super bittersweet, dude. More bitter than sweet. Yeah. It's just but there's a cool thing of him. So he got rid of the Tony Stark shit too. Yep. Like his suits are gone.
No more training wheels. No more safety web.
Yeah, you got to do it on your own.
He finally made his own suit.
Yeah, fucking Goodwill fabric and shit.
Yeah, no bulletproof.
Yeah, it looked exactly like the suit from the 1970s Spider-Man, the cheap ass one.
I like how they said the whole trilogy is basically the origin story, like a full origin story of Spider-Man. Because now he's the adult Spider-Man, or have to be an adult Spider-Man.
Yeah, and he finally had his loss now.
Yeah, and he has to be in New York now. Like he can't go like to space.
Yeah, because he doesn't have the technology.
They don't know you.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is you?
Yeah.
They know Spider-Man exists. They just don't know. People don't even know Peter Parker. So he's really a cast off now.
Yeah, that's a weird thought too. Like the whole world just kind of forgets you.
Yeah, I'm like,
but they remember Spider-Man, so it's kind of like, how's that work?
Like even Tony's family doesn't even know you.
Tony's family.
Yeah, like Pepper. Like they don't even know him. But that's what I'm saying is like you don't even have connections to the Stark family.
Yeah, I'm more upset that Happy doesn't know me.
Oh yeah, that was pretty sad.
That final scene with Happy.
He's unhappy now.
he's just sad.
He got a fucked up apartment.
Yeah.
He got no girl, no step nephew.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed this because we both played the game on Aunt May's grave. I think it was exactly the same text.
When you save someone, you save everyone.
Yeah.
That's
Cause I didn't realize until the movie that Aunt May was actually working at the homeless shelter.
Feast.
Yeah.
That's in the second movie.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I thought she was just volunteering or some shit, but she actually works there.
Yeah.
And she works for nonprofit.
She was a hot nonprofit mama.
Just like the game.
Yeah,
I was like, oh shit, that's a good callback.
Yeah. R.I.P. Aunt May.
But it was cool though, Spider-Man at the end with the classic suit, and now he's listening to radios, just like the original Spider-Man. So that's what Spider-Man does. He just does things to help people.
What if in Hawkeye they're in the Rockefeller Center and they see someone swinging?
Yeah,
that'd be a cool nod.
The fact that it took kind of play, or the last part took place in Christmas, I was like, oh shit, are they gonna collapse at one point? That'd be cool. But yeah, dude, I felt it was a weird feeling.
I know.
I didn't feel happy at all.
Yeah,
it's like a new beginning, but I don't want this beginning with Sony. Cause again, Kevin Feige knows how to write these characters or pull shit together to make it good.
And shout out to him too, because he's been working. He was a producer in the Raimi films.
Yeah,
and so he's been wanting to connect Stark with Doc Ock's arms. So they actually added that in the film, and then just you feel bad for him too, because now he has to deal with these execs trying to bring back Spider-Man in some way.
I think I saw that Kevin Feige is still actually they're still gonna collaborate together.
Yeah.
But now that he's not a Marvel property, he's gonna be jumping back and forth. The marriage shit analogy you use is exactly that. Yeah. So who knows? It might be a good thing, it might be a bad thing, but we'll see.
It might give more time to other characters to finally go on screen, like get their shine, because there's so many new characters, the Young Avengers. This Tom Holland could be connected to Fantastic Four, because the symbiote stuff, the Secret Wars stories.
I remember, I don't know if it was in the comic, but I think he interned for Richard Reed.
Yeah, something like that. And they could have bought Stark Tower, Avengers Tower,
so
Baxter Building.
This could be a good tie-in for that.
Yeah, setting up Jim Halpert.
Dude, that'd been cool, dude. Yeah. It would have been too much.
Because so going to the post-credit scene,
one.
or the credit scene, whatever. Mid-credit scene with your boy Tom Hardy.
I know.
I liked it. I know some people didn't like it. I just enjoyed him talking to himself. You mean to tell me everyone here is a superhero? And they're both drunk, Venom and him. And the dude is just like, come on, man.
It's not hard to believe.
Yeah. And then Venom was like, oh shit, we just got here. Yeah. So he went back. So Venom to me is like that other child of Marvel that has to be sent, goes back and forth between mom and dad. Yeah. But they don't know how to use that child.
Yeah, Venom.
They didn't write that child well.
Yeah, I know.
He leaves the symbiote behind.
Why was he able to enter through?
I don't know. That's the loophole there. Like, when did he enter? Like, did he enter at what timing?
Oh, wait. Sorry.
He entered the same time other folks did too.
Because what was that? Let There Be Carnage post-credit scene. He saw Peter Parker's identity. So I guess. Oh yeah, he said Peter Parker.
Yeah, but that's the messy part of that scene, because
trying to get
you brought him in, but brought him out, and then left a symbiote who could.
That was smart though. I thought that was really.
That was cool. Everyone was reacting to it.
I was like, shit.
Logistically, it's like, so you're gonna have another Venom that's not Tom Hardy.
I know. I'm really cool off of it. I love Tom Hardy, but if there's another type of Venom, I'm cool with that too. Because from what I'm hearing, those Venom series are not good. So
they're not. Are you gonna bring back Topher Grace?
That face you just made.
They're not.
They're not.
But I love Venom.
Okay.
Those two.
Yeah. So the fact that there's a Venom in the MCU now, they left them a gift, basically. Sony gave them a gift.
Yeah.
Like, you guys can use Venom now. So
it's going to be the new Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
Miles and Spider-Man and Venom in the background.
That'd be cool. And then we get to see potentially Tom Holland in the black suit.
Yep,
so
finally.
That would be cool.
Zendaya's going to be like, ooh, you black man.
Yeah, it leaves me excited to see what's going to happen, but
yeah.
I just hope they do whatever they do, if it's a new trilogy or just a movie or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
I hope it's good.
Okay.
Because this whole lead up to this is like the end game thing all over again. It's like what's gonna happen that's gonna be as exciting as this.
Yeah.
You know.
What's the next trilogy gonna be called? Spider-Man.
I'm home.
Sony. They might introduce Black Cat.
Yeah.
Craven's on the way. Fucking ugly ass Morbius is gonna be in there. No one cares.
Yeah.
But okay, how would you rank this, or what would you rate this movie out of 10?
10.
10.
It's a great ass movie.
Yeah.
I wanted to watch it again, but I don't feel like paying $20 just to watch an IMAX again.
I say 10 out of 10 too, just because like the moment, the reveals, and I know you can nitpick all day,
but it's just a fun film.
It's a fun film
with emotion. I didn't expect to cry in a Spider-Man film because I never have.
Yeah, and I consider, like, with everything going on in the world, that this broke the internet web. And then, like, how hyped it was.
How hard was it to get tickets for this for you?
I woke up the next day and just did it easily.
Yeah.
That first hour was terrible.
That 2 hours for me.
Yeah.
I was actually surprised a lot of our friends were able to see it for us.
I know.
But then I realized that we bought an IMAX, so they probably didn't watch it.
Shout out to Jules.
Yeah.
All you nerdy folks. But yeah, Spider-Man brought us home.
Yeah.
He brought us home.
10
out of 10. Near masterpiece.
Sure. It's a 10 out of 10. Like,
10 out of 10 masterpiece to me.
I don't know how they're going to top this, but, we'll see.
Secret Wars.
Yeah, see. All right, so before we end the video, let's talk about the last credit scene, which I'd expect.
Yeah, that was long.
Yeah, it was a trailer.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't expect that. So Doctor Strange comes back. This the whole trailer for Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things that happens.
I felt like we were all confused.
Yeah, we
didn't expect a trailer, and we didn't expect to like know more content. We're still soaking it in.
Yeah, but then again, that's the next film. It's coming in May, I think.
They should have released that trailer like in January. Maybe finally do that Miles Morales nod, like you said, but like keep it a Spider-Man film.
Yeah.
But now, that
Doctor Strange has his whole multiverse what if kind of scenario of Sorcerer Supreme going to be in it. Mordo got dreads now.
Yeah, I know. He looks cool now. He looks cool. He sounds cool too.
Yeah.
But I like the connection again because it's directed by Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
So, right. It still is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a cool connection with the Spider-Man. Doctor Strange was in it, so it makes sense. So we see that Wanda's back. We already knew that.
Her fun ass.
I love seeing Elizabeth Olsen no matter what she's in at this point.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's supposed to happen in this.
I'm going to just leave it there.
Yeah. We do know that evil Doctor Strange is here.
And which I didn't think would be this soon.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be adapted like as well, but it's good.
No wonder What If was done then.
Yeah, I think it's set up for this.
Yeah,
the whole multiverse thing. It's just like it is maddening because I don't know what the hell they're going to do.
Yeah,
because they didn't reveal a lot, which is good.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I wanted to see like what is the premise of the story.
Yeah, just make it trippy.
Yeah, we saw Rachel McAdams is back
Yeah.
for the scene. There's a girl, I don't know who the fuck that is.
Yeah. It's just
Strange.
other characters.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things.
The octopus is in it. The beast from What If is in it.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was leaked in the Lego set picture. Yeah. All these leakers, man.
Yeah. You know, we texted each other about this. Like, I kind of want Marvel to stop doing these trailers and stop doing all these interviews because, like...
Stop doing commercials
honestly,
with new clips.
Yeah, just do, like, one trailer... Maybe 2 max, and that's it. Like, stop doing these TV spots where, like, they add scenes, like, because it does ruin the experience a little bit.
Because I feel like I saw the whole Doc Ock fight.
Yeah.
Beforehand.
Yeah, but honestly, I think No Way Home's was the most hyped thing since Endgame.
Yep.
So I don't think anything is gonna happen for a while that big.
Yeah.
So it's
like Avengers, whatever.
Yeah.
You got all your Disney Plus shows. Simmer a little bit.
Yeah.
Because Thor's coming out too in July.
Oh yeah, that's the next big one.
And then Doctor Strange is May, and then whatever. Eternal.
We got Eternal. Oh yeah,
Eternals too someday.
Black Panther's coming. Fantastic Four. That's probably the next biggest
final
reveal.
Movie of Phase 4.
Yeah, ironically.
Yeah,
Fantastic Four.
Directed by the Spider-Man director, John Watts.
Oh, he's directing it. Okay.
Yeah.
So then Spider-Man might be in it then.
Yeah, because Steve Ditko did Doctor Strange and Spider-Man. That's why they're always connected in some sort of way.
Yeah, and then Spider-Man, that was his first appearance in Fantastic Four, I think, or vice versa, one or the other.
Fantastic Four, Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, so it'll be cool. So yeah,
this was what we were waiting for.
Yeah.
50 episodes since we started a podcast.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it.
Yeah,
Best way to end our year too, because I think this is our last review of the year.
Yeah,
for now.
Sweet.
Yeah,
we made it to 50.
Yeah,
we made it. We finished Spider-Man, No Way Home trilogies, and we brought it home.
Yeah,
in our home. So, anything else? You gonna wrap it up?
Yeah, that's it. If you guys have watched No Way Home, find a way to comment and let us know what you guys think. We thought it was a great film. We give our roses and claps to all the Spider-Man. Yeah, you guys redeemed yourself with this one. It's a great film, and I highly recommend anybody, even if you haven't, or maybe watch the original, just to get
just
some
watch
context.
all of them. Give them their.
Yeah, this is the best time to be a Spider-Man because there's so much content. Like Spider-Man fan.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. So if you guys enjoy our content, like, comment, and subscribe. Listen to all our old episodes on the podcast. Just keep following us and enjoying all the nerd culture, everything. Embrace it. Have fun with it. That's what we're doing. That's why we created this podcast. So
and with great power comes
great responsibility, as Aunt May and Uncle Ben said.
Alrighty. So from the top of the dome,
to the back of the pack,
we are
Top Back Podcast. Peace.